Homework na? Sit down. Yeah. Show me your homework. वो एब्सेंट था इसको 10 बार लिखने बोले Now,
And I'm starting with yeah, that's
Now today we are going, yeah, come in the front again. Now all of you sit down. Now today very important is that we have done ionic bond and covalent, which you have done for the homework also. Okay. So now some of you have to see to it that you complete your homework so that you are updating yourself with the topic and you're going along with the portion. Okay, you should not lag behind so that the other parts will be difficult. Okay. Now, so today we are going for the third type of bonding, which is called as the coordinate covalent bond. What is coordinate covalent bonding? वो इधर आज देखेंगे, ठीक है? Kaushal.
Yes, sir.
You have used two devices.
Yes, sir. अरे सर एक लैपटॉप है और एक फोन है.
Okay. Now, so today the third type of bonding. What is ionic bond? Ionic bond is basically what? Transference of electrons. Okay. And what is covalent bonding? But there is a third type of bonding which is called as a coordinate covalent bond. What is this coordinate covalent bond? Now, coordinate covalent bond is a special type of bonding where one, let us say, atom or ion, or we can say, for example, a molecule. Shift to. You shift to the wall. Now see, coordinate covalent bond. Now what is this coordinate? Quickly, it's nothing. Bilal, sit down. Last bench, please pay attention. No need to write anything. Just listen to it carefully. Those who have not signed, please sign it now. So let us complete. What is coordinate covalent bond? Let us take an example over here. It's like saying this way: you have got ammonia. Okay, what is the formula for ammonia? N single bond H, single bond H, and NH3. Nitrogen has got 3 electrons, which is sharing with 3 hydrogen atoms. Here, and 1 pair of electron, which actually what nitrogen is not sharing with anybody or any other atom. This kind of pair of electron is called lone pair of electron. Now, what is lone pair? A lone pair is nothing but unshared pair of electrons.
This is not fit by area.
Yes. Unshared electron pair. ये atom use नहीं करता है. When an atom is not using that lone pair, clear? If another atom approaches this particular, for example, group, let us say hydrogen ion of HCl. Here, look at this. HCl और HCl क्या कर रहा है? इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन अपनी तरफ खींच ले रहा है क्योंकि polarity, it's a polar covalent bond. So electron is not there with hydrogen. It's as good as it has lost the electron to chlorine because chlorine is so powerful that it pulls the electron strongly toward itself. This creates a negative charge on chlorine, or more or less, and positive charge on hydrogen. That means hydrogen is short of duplet. उसके पास 0 electron है अभी, in a way. Why? Because दोनों electron, उसका electron तो chlorine का electron अपने पास ही है, but उसका भी electron अपने पास रख लिया. और इसकी वजह से hydrogen is as good as virtually 0 electrons. Clear? Now, when this atom is actually having, for example, 0 electrons, it is not coming in any of the category of inert gases. Means, for minimum stability, it requires minimum 2 electrons, which is not having. So what it will do, it approaches this ammonia, which is actually having 2 electrons, which that atom is not utilizing in the molecule. So what it does, it comes closer, pulls those 2 electrons toward itself. Clear? Because having a good electronegativity and it's having a positive charge. The positive charge, like electrons which are negatively charged, to attract. It has got a capacity to attract. And finally, what happens? This particular nitrogen, which has got lone pair of electrons, is pulled towards hydrogen. Now this time the contribution is not there from hydrogen, but it is total contribution. Both the electrons are coming from one atom only. Another does not contribute anything. This kind of bond leads to a positive charge on the whole unit. Okay, because ये positive charge इसके पास था, अब पूरा unit के पास positive charge है. Means still it is having that identity of positive, but now it is stabilizing itself by taking both the electrons from this nitrogen. And when both the electrons are being contributed by one atom, and other does not contribute anything, then that type of bond is called as a coordinate covalent bond. And it is shown by an arrow pointing towards that atom, which is acceptor of electron. And the end of the arrow will be towards that atom, which is donor of that electron. So nitrogen is a donor and hydrogen is an acceptor. Okay, here what is the important point to remember, or conditions for this kind of bond formation is what one should have a lone pair, other should be deficient of lone pair. Clear? यानी इसके पास लोन पेयर होना चाहिए, दूसरे के पास लोन पेयर नहीं होना चाहिए, उसको डुप्लीकेट की जरूरत है. Likewise, for example, अगर ऑक्सीजन देखेंगे आप, ऑक्सीजन has got 6 electrons, right? If suppose for any element which is having, for example, 8 electrons over here, okay, and out of, let us say, ammonia ले लो, suppose या कोई भी दूसरा ग्रुप ले लो, okay, उसको 2 electron, it is actually what? Accepting that. Okay. Therefore, this electron is being given by this particular atom, and other does not actually what utilize this lone pair. I mean, of course, it is having, for example, let us say Y, ऐसा करके 3, but यहाँ पे lone pair X, you know, it's unshared, and therefore what happens? It forms exo type of compound. Okay, that means here both the electrons are coming from one atom, and other does not. That means it is having 6 electrons. So the elements which are having 6 electrons or 0 electrons, attendance sign किया सबने. दे दो मैडम को दे दो. Okay, where is it? Homework, my friend, you have to complete, because that is completing the cycle. Okay, now here we can say that this exo, that means here the electrons are actually what pulled by this oxygen, and therefore you get a coordinate covalent bond. So the arrowhead will be towards that atom, which is accepted, and the end of the arrow will be towards that atom. This is a temporary arrangement, but this arrangement is actually a special type of arrangement over here. Clear? It's like saying this every day you bring your tiffin box, and your friend is not actually what, for example, bringing any tiffin box. What he does, he takes the tiffin box out of your bag and starts eating it, and you look at his face and get satisfied. Okay. This kind of bond is actually special type of bond where every day you go empty stomach, although it was your tiffin box, your material, everything, but he fulfills his stomach and goes away. Okay, then you say it's a special type of bond. Okay, like some people, they bring tiffin box only for their friends. Why? Because they come with full stomach. Why? Mommy already actually what has actually what, for example, given a lot of nashta at home only. Clear? कि उनका stomach इतना fill हो जाता है कि वो टिफिन खाली नाम मात्र के लिए लेके आए. और फिर every day their friends they have it, and finally he says, it tells his mother, okay, that mommy, I finished my tiffin box. But every day, what others, his friend has taken that particular tiffin box. So it's a special type of bond. ऐसा कोई very few people are there in the classroom कि तुम tiffin box लेके आ रहे हो but खा रहे नहीं. Instead of taking it, for example, you know, unused, okay, what you do, you tell your friends to consume it, and finally what happens? Every day you don't get any shouting, but one fine day mother comes to know. This kind of, you know, for example, bond is actually what, okay. Likewise, if you consider, for example, here water, that is another example. Now water has got 2 lone pair of electrons. Here, so no. Water has got 2 lone pairs. What it does, it actually what? For example, hydrogen ion approaches this. Okay, it donates that electron. Okay, pair of this, you know, electron towards hydrogen, and you get what? Hydronium ion. When you do acids base chapter, you will understand that this is nothing but hydronium ion. Okay, इसको बोलते हैं hydronium. That means hydronium. It's like saying this way: this particular ion is more stable. In terms of hydrogen ion is more stable. Why? Because it's a big water molecule. Iska application case hai, like how will you actually what, let us say, understand this concept? Okay, it's like saying this way. For example, on a rough weather day, now ठीक है? Okay. Sit on the fifth bench. Fifth bench. ठीक है? It's like saying this on a rough day where it's raining cats and dogs, we can say, right? Whatever it drops are and four people are passing by, mother, brother, sister. And a small sign here at the end of the road is just, for example, he's in a state of tension. Why? Because he has lost his parents, small child. Okay, studying in third standard. When he finds, for example, this particular, this family going, and he's been searching for his parents for last 3 to 4 hours, but he's not able to. And people in Bombay, they are not actually worried about what is happening to this child and what kind of crisis he's facing. Okay, nobody is bothered to ask because they are actually so bothered about the train time. I have to catch 1:40 last local, okay, or I have to actually reach my house. Okay, etc. So this boy is actually not very much worried. For last 3 years, he's been finding his parents are somewhere, one of the corner of this, Mumbai city, and here he's in the other corner. Let us consider this way. Okay. Now, what is happening over here? That after a long time, after many years, he finds this family passing by. He looks at that last member into the eyes of that last member. He also looks back. Then he understands that this boy is facing some crisis. Immediately, what he does, he shows some gesture. This boy will come running to this, holds his hand to this, gives his hand to this particular boy. Both hold hand each other, they hold their hands in, each other's hand. And finally, what? Wow. And these family members, they look at the small child also. But at that moment, no question at all. They ask why. They ask why, because this particular boy, they have come to know that he is in the state of this. The state of that particular child itself actually what gives the whole story, we can say, untold story, we can say. And finally, what they take along with them. So, likewise, this big water molecule, okay, is taking care of this small child who's in the state of crisis. Because small means what? Reactive, highly unstable. Because they knew that if we leave this child in this state only, after some time, he may actually may not exist. Because of the rough weather, bad weather, for example, raining, and he's actually drenched in that water completely. Okay, he's shivering. He might be feeling feverish after some time. He may become unwell. And finally, the small child, the resistance is very much less. So let me help. Let me help this child now. Big water molecules are ready to help. Okay, and as a result, this is a call. And in return, they don't ask. They don't ask anything in return. Why? Because, for example, in return, they are not asking for money or anything. They are just, for example, taking the child. At that moment, he requires a special help, a special bonding. Okay, so this is same thing happening over here. The contribution is coming from one side, other does not contribute. Okay, and at that moment, this is a kind of special type of bonding. Okay, and then of course, next process will start. They will ask about the child, to the child about the phone number and other things. That is the next step. But at this moment, the need of R is what? We have to help this. We have to give a special type of bonding to this child who is not having anybody. Okay, to the rescue, and therefore they have rescued. I mean, they provide stability basically. Right now, this particular part. What takes over? Yes. Okay. Now let's see the questions which are behind the book. So chapter is over. Okay. The only thing is remember one thing. Whenever coordinate covalent bond, iske baad we are starting with analytical chemistry, fourth topic. Then we will come to acids, bases, and salts. Because analytical chemistry is a short topic. Acid, bases, and salts will block that smaller topic. So एक दिन में आज second lecture में analytical chemistry हो जाएगा. But before that, 2021, the questions which are given, okay, the board section, all of you will start working on those questions now, and then we'll discuss out within till 2005. Okay? So take out your board questions. नहीं एक मिनट पहले आपने ये read किया, ये read कर लिया था last time. हाँ ये हो गया ना, चलो good. Now children, यहाँ से 2021 किधर है? यहाँ से. Yeah, page number 39. All of you. This side of students will do 2020-21 2017, okay, then a set of questions जो continuous चल रहे हैं ना और ये नहीं एक gap छोड़ के, like if they are doing 2020-21, then they will do 2019-20, okay, then you will do for example 2018. Now just tell me which of the year 2020-21, na? 21 and then 2018-19. This side will do. Page number 39. Then this side.
17-18.
Very good. 17-18. ये वाला
16.
2016. Then
15.
2015. This
14.
Then
13.
good.
12.
11.
10. 8.
8. 9 नहीं है. Okay, good.
7.
Then
6. 5.
2005. Okay, children. So this side, this particular side, door side, okay, door team. And this window team. Now we will ask question, and if questions are not given by door team or window team, what will happen? The question will pass to the other team. They will try to answer. Clear? तो क्या करना है सबको? सबको सबका आंसर देखना है और उसके बाद ओके क्लास वर्क ओनली नॉट होमवर्क. तो अभी क्या करना है आपको पेंसिल से उधर ही आंसर लिखना है in the volume, and then at home you will have to transfer these answers in your notebook as homework for the coming week. Here अभी क्या करना है? बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन. होमवर्क में अभी क्लास नहीं लिखा तुमने? Okay, now all of you will start. This side, set of students will do this. This set of students will do these questions. But if the question you are not able to make it, it will go to this other side. And then they will get 5 points. Otherwise, if the correct answer, 10 points. Okay. So let us see how many of you, I'm sure that this you will be able to do it. All of you to write in the book. I'll check it out. So that this revision of the second topic also will get over. And for the test, you have to completely exhaust all the board questions, questions behind the textbook, review questions. कल का टेस्ट के लिए, संडे के टेस्ट के लिए आपको पूरा क्वेश्चन सब exhaust करके जाना।
सर किधर से आएगा क्वेश्चन?
Review questions, board questions, volume, textbook questions, the review questions, board questions, सब पढ़ के जाना। First impression is the last impression. So this time you have to score full marks. एक ही topic है, you can easily score. Where is the volume? That's parcel. That will go because it will take time. First, have you written this? Who's talking? Absolute silence. And here, individually, all of you have to do it in your book. I will check each and everybody's book. Volume, yes. इसके पास volume पीछे रखा है. आगे transfer कर दो. Those who are actually, where's the bag? Take out the volume from the bag and give it to him. Bag पूरा मत दो. Volume. Pencil दो. Pencil. With pencil you have to write. Don't make the volume shabby. Who's that? Start one. Yes. Yeah. Right. Pass it on. कोई बॉल नहीं है कि तुम थ्रो कर रही है. वो बराबर एक डिसिप्लिन मैनर में आपको देते हैं. Who's that? Anybody is not able to complete. Yeah, both of you. Volume नहीं है. क्यों? Volume दिया है ना? You get it. So इधर आओ. Inform your parents. They will bring the volume. आओ. Okay, लेके आ जाएंगे. Volume नहीं लेके आए. Volume is a must because you can see it's not just for the sake of it. You are doing the questions. Where is the volume? तुम्हारा टाइम. चलो मम्मी को फोन करो. मम्मी लेके आ जाएगी. Volume is a must. different लोगों को बात करना है. Next time, please bring the volume, all of you. हो गया? होमवर्क करके आओ, नहीं तो क्या होगा? Miss out the lecture. What type of bonds is formed between what? W and X. W is what? X is an ionic bond. X करेगा gain करेगा. Second is Y and Z. Y क्या है? दो इलेक्ट्रॉन है ना. ये हाइड्रोजन हमेशा कोवलेंट बॉन्ड फॉर्म करता है. It is covalent because diagram you have to make in the notebook. Write down the page number, question number, and then diagram. Homework you write. Now don't draw the diagrams. Your diagram wala question hai, you have to do at home. Okay? Only go for one word answer, one sentence answer. That's all. Electron dot diagram, dash diagram, वो सब अपना घर में. Okay. There. Which one? That you do draw at home. See, one important question is there in this, very important. Like suppose X, Y, Z, W ऐसा कुछ element दिया है, right? W का suppose let us say 1 is there, then 2, 8 दिया है, 2, 8, 7 दिया है, ठीक है? ऐसा करके तुम्हारे को suppose ये element दिया है. Now what kind of compound Y and W will be formed? Okay, so Y and W means it will gain one electron, this will lose, or out of 7 it will share. So what is the valency? Y का valency 1 है, W का valency भी 1 है. Crisscross करने means there's no need to crisscross. What is the formula? But what type of bond compound it will form? It will definitely form covalent bond. Why? Because hydrogen normally will not lose. Hydrogen will share its electron. So it is going to be covalent, polar covalent. But अगर सब ये ना एक मिनट, if suppose you are having for example X 281, suppose Y 287, in this case X will lose, Y will gain because it's not hydrogen. So XY will be ionic. 55th question. An element with atomic number 19. 19 का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या होगा? Potassium होगा ना, so it will lose one electron. It will lose and get oxidized. हाँ? इधर सोडियम है ना?
पोटेशियम की जगह पे सोडियम मिला तो वो
भी लूज कर। हाँ वो भी सोडियम also oxidized. Completed. Last bench. Where's the volume? Open it up. Mobile inside your bag. Come here. You come outside. 2000? 9 is not there. Very good. आपका कितना हुआ? 27. Last bench 15. That side. 2012. Okay. Archit, Consul, which year you are into? कितना क्वेश्चन हो गया आपका? हाँ 16 कंप्लीट करो. Ammonium chloride is the only compound normally is actually having covalent, ionic as well as coordinate covalent. You know it. Ammonium chloride. This one, all the three there. Last 10 minutes. Yeah. ये वाला ionic bond में transfer है mutual sharing of electrons equally and equally.
Sir, your voice is not
Paired
coming.
electron pair. Kaushal,
Sir,
are you
voice is
right?
not coming.
ये 2018 ये बोर्ड क्वेश्चन आपको करना है
हाँ, ठीक है सर। सर वही कर रहे हैं।
हाँ दो कितना हो आपका कर रहे हो show me your book show me your volume last bench how many questions are over which year you are into 2000 last very good 2006 2005 last question I'll give you just 5 minutes more because so that you can that good one student has already done क्या नाम है आपका हाँ पढ़े Nambiya NAMYA right okay Nambiya is completed क्या नाम है आपका हाँ yes चलो who else this side boys ANN good and also has completed good now this side boys nobody has completed up to जल्दी करो बड़ा क्वेश्चन करो don't do big or small you know you have to go for each and every question now those who have done these children they will start with these questions also because ये भी सब homework में जाते हैं these questions also और ये कितना हो आपका एक क्वेश्चन बाकी
एक ही क्वेश्चन
last 5 minutes how many questions are over 15 2000 यहाँ पे अभी आपको और क्वेश्चंस बहुत सारे increase your speed all of you There how many questions are over 8 huh which question you doing because the covalent compound does not produce ion it's a non-polar compound दो बार आया है वो question is given on page number 37 उसका आंसर दिया है पेज नंबर ये देखो डिसोसिएशन वाला
सर
पार्ट।
ये भी दो बार है।
हाँ 2 बार है, कोई कोई 2 बार है। कौन सा 2005 का फर्स्ट? रीड द क्वेश्चन।
सर हो गया सर
Gauri has completed. Completed, good. क्या नाम है आपका? Aryan has completed. Aryan has completed. Gauri has completed. और आपका नाम क्या है? NAOMI. Okay. शार्दुल। और किसका कंप्लीट हुआ? Who else? Now, or this side, boys. How which your question you are in? Huh? EEV double E. हो गया आपका? स्नेहल हो गया? और आप लोग का? हो गया। Ranveer has completed. Bilal has completed. Pratham. Shreya has completed. Oh, like that. Okay, relax. और कोई है? आकांक्षा और वैष्णव कौन है? Okay, and this individual enthusiasm we will show in tomorrow's after tomorrow's exam. Yeah, enthusiasm tomorrow. Okay, so let us see the first question. First question हम लोग को देखना है. Yeah. First question. This side. All of you. Go for the wrong answer. And क्या नाम है आपका? सरिता, शरीफा, Okay, now first question. Yeah, 2020-21. बाद में equalize करेंगे. Now सुनो. Yeah, first question is like, solve it. Now, bench wise you have to ask. I will give you the answer. First question, first pen, second pen, question second. ऐसा करके आपको जाए, ठीक है? पहला क्वेश्चन आपको इधर है. First, solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity as A. The strength of the bond is weak, contains free ions. If anyone talks, -10 हो जाए. Please pay attention. Okay, तो एक दूसरे टीम के लिए फायदा होगा, ठीक है? तो it does not contain any free ions. It contains free ions as well as molecules. क्या लग रहा है? Does not contain free ions. So answer is that is 10 points. Okay, next one. Elements A and B have electronic configuration 8 and 13 respectively. The chemical formula between A and B will be how much? Now electronic configuration A or B ka 8 or 3 hai, yes or no? A or 13 hai, yes or no? How will you do this problem? Listen to it carefully. I'm just writing the questions. Okay, the question only. यानी A का 8 है और B का कितना 13, ठीक है ना? तो इसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन आपको लिखना है 2,6. इसका कितना है 2,8. After this, what you going to do? चलो, हाँ बोलिए. कैसे क्या क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करें? 6 और 3 को two, yes, 2 electrons they require. यहाँ पे valency इसका 3 है, इसको 2 electron जरूरत है, तो फिर इस cross. That means A3. Very good. A3 B2, but they have given the option B3 A2. वहाँ पे दिया है B2 A3. तो हम लोग क्या B2 पहले लिखना है A3. But anyway, you can write. There's no problem. But see to it that metal should be first and non-metal first. But ये metal है और ये non-metal. Okay, this is sorry, B metal है और A non-metal. इसे हम लोग को क्या लिखना है B2 A3. बाद में आप interchange करके देख सकते हैं. We have written order wise. Now next one. -10 will be. ठीक है? Next one. Which of the following compounds neither dissociate nor ionize in water? कौन सा लग रहा है? Hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, potassium nitrate, carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. Right? Then the table shows that electronic configuration of 4 elements W 2,6, X 2,8, Y 2,8,1, Z is 2,8,7. Which pair of atoms will form a covalent compounds? अभी देखो 2 atoms of W, okay, 2 atoms of X. अभी देखो W में कितने हैं? 2,6 यानी उसको 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए, right ना? Okay. So which 2 atoms of X? An atom of W and X. ठीक है? W and X कौन सा हो जाएगा? नहीं, X will be inert gas, so X तो हो ही नहीं सकता. Then atom of X, Y and Z. 2 atoms of W, right now? Yes. Both are actually what non-metals. Then an element with an atomic number 19 will A accept an electron, get oxidized, accept an electron and get reduced, lose an electron and get oxidized. D lose an electron and get reduced. Yes. For 50 points until now. Next one. Which of the following has 2 sets of lone pair of electrons in them? Last bench, क्या आपने लिखा है? Water. Very good. Continuous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 16. Okay. Well, a question. Next one. Then, which electron arrangement of outermost shell of outer shell electrons in a covalent compound is correct? If the question answer goes wrong, then boys be ready. आपको answer देना है तो pass मिल जाए. Then which one?
Option C.
Option C. Yes, because of number of electrons. Next one. Types of bonding present in hydrogen chloride. Huh? Covalent. Yes. Then that is ATO. Good. Next, this side, boys.
Yes, sir.
Name the following. The tendency of an atom to attract the electrons toward itself when combined in a covalent compound.
Electronegativity.
Electronegative. Very good. 10 points. Second, the covalent bond in which the electrons are equally shared between the combining atoms. Next one. Draw the electrons.
Wrong here.
नहीं वो बाद में चमड़ को 20 पॉइंट ठीक है
Sir, cheating.
अरे 2005 देखो बॉयज के लिए ज्यादा रहेगा 2017-18 give a reason for the following this side inert gases do not form ions if the correct बोलिए minus 10 हो जाएगा एक लास्ट ऑप्शन completely filled. Therefore, they neither lose nor gain. And since they neither lose nor gain, after free electron, नहीं, no free electron नहीं. Outermost shell is completely filled. Yes, sir. Okay. So the next one. If answer is wrong, na -10, let me tell, and then the other team will get. What do you understand by the term lone pair of electrons? Come on, who will give me the answer? Fully. Samya, fully. Yes, that means they are unshared pair of electrons in the molecule. Okay, 10 points. Next one. Draw the electron. ये तो नहीं है. Total इधर यहाँ पे 100 होंगे. Yes or no? और यहाँ पे आपको 20. Now this time 2016. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. An element with an atomic number 19 will most likely combine chemically with an element whose atomic number is which one?
17.
Then next one. The following table shows electronic configuration of element W, X, Y, Z. So 2 W is 281, X is 287, Y is 25, Z is 1. Answer the following question with whatever bond is formed between W and Z. X is W and X. Second, Z overhead. Next one. Write the formula of the compound formed between X and Z. X क्या है? फॉर्मूला लिखना है What kind of formula taken out?
अरे छोड़ना भाई हार से
Choose the most appropriate answer for each of the following. Bonding in this molecule can be understood to involve coordinate bond. What is that? Ammonium chloride. Next one. Express the bonding. The element XL consists of molecules. Whatever bonding is present in the particles that make up L. Covalent bond. Right?
Sir, can you explain this question?
L is made up of molecules. Na? Molecules means like carbon tetrachloride, methane. Methane has got 4, the carbon has got 4. It is sharing its 4 electrons with what? 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay? So it's only made up of molecules. Means they are not ions. That's why it is made up of molecules. That means when you try to dissolve in certain solvent, they will remain as molecules. They will not change into ions. That's why it is molecule. Next one, molecule containing triple covalent bond. No, sorry. This one. Give appropriate scientific reason for the following statement. Carbon tetrachloride does not conduct electricity. क्या लग रहा है?
Sir, because carbon tetrachloride does not have any P ions. Yes.
But why?
Because actually ions are needed for conduction.
But what is the reason for carbon tetrachloride not giving free ions?
It consists of molecules because it is a covalent.
Covalent compound. So आपको मिलेगा. So next one 2014. Boys, who's the correct answer? Kaushal. को आंसर बोलना है इसका. Kaushal, if it goes wrong, -10 हो जाएगा.
केमिस्ट्री बहुत वीक है.
Now, compound X consists of only molecules. Hence, X will have a crystalline hard structure, no melting and boiling. Now, the molecule containing triple covalent bond. Why do covalent compound exist as gases, liquids, or some solid? क्या आंसर हो सकता है? Why the covalent?
Because non-metallic nature is more than the metallic inside. Because the force of attraction is less.
Yes, force of attraction is less. Force of attraction with molecules is less. 13, sorry. Among the following compound, identify the compound which has all the three bonds: ionic, covalent, and coordinate covalent. इधर ही आंसर दिया था. कौन सा? Ammonium chloride. Yes. Next one. 2012. There are three elements E, F, and G, and atomic number 9, 19, 8, and 17. Classify the metals as elements as metals and non-metals. इसका आंसर 20 पॉइंट का है. एक मिनट इसका आंसर कैसे देना है आपको? 20 क्यों दे रहे हैं? इसको पहले लिखना है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. हाँ, इसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या है? सिंगल सिंगल 2881. Now question number 2. Question number 1. Classify the elements as metals and non-metals. कौन सा metals है? Very good. अभी second question. Plus 20. Then give the molecular formula of the compound between E and G and state the type. इसमें 20 points है तुम्हारे. दो part है. EG. Why EG? Because इसके पास एक है और G के पास and then state the type of chemical bond in this compound. It says अगर wrong सुनो ध्यान से बोलो. अगर wrong E and G इसके पास एक है, इसके पास 7 है. If any question is difficult, I'll give you that. Okay. Now 2011, draw electron diagram. ये नहीं आएगा. 2010. 2011 अरे तुम्हारा पहला क्वेश्चन कितना लंबा चला. Okay. Match the column. 2010. Each question 5 marks. एक का question is column A with B. Sodium chloride.
Ionic
Then Electronegativity across the period. Non-metallic character. Then 25.
25.
चलो, ठीक है, this side. Window T, 2008. Which of the following is not a common characteristic, okay, of electron? क्या हुआ? Yeah, this question, okay, is only 10 points, but next question, 20 point क्या तुम्हारा? Which of the following is not a common characteristic of electrovalent compound? High melting point, conducts electricity when molten, consists of oppositely charged ions, ionized when dissolved in water.
No.
Yes. This was एक तुम लोगों को भी दिया था एक wrong दिया था. Next one. What are the terms defined below? A bond formed by shared pair of electrons. Each bonding atom contributes one electron to the pair. What is that? What's a bond? Each electron covalent. Bond formed by shared pair of electrons. Okay, with both the electrons coming from the same atom. God, very good. 170. 165. पीछे पांच पीछे चल रहे. 2007. Name the charged particles which attract one another from electrovalent compound. All nonsense. Every time I give you one more chance, you know, you can actually what rectify the answer. Next one. Then in the formation of electrovalent compound, electrons are transferred from one element to another. How the electrons are recorded?
Mutual sharing of electrons.
The electronic configuration of nitrogen is 2,5. How many electrons are there in the outermost shell of nitrogen atom not involved in the formation of nitrogen molecule?
4 electrons.
4 electrons. In the formation of magnesium chloride by direct combination between magnesium and chlorine, name the substance that is oxidized and substance
Chlorine
that
is oxidized and magnesium is oxidized. Sir, magnesium is oxidized, chlorine is oxidized.
2006. 2006. Nehal, बोलिए. What is lone pair of electrons?
Sir, 10 or
लिखा. एक मिनट. Yes, good. Choose the electron diagram. Choose the correct answer from choices A to B to C to D. Also A, B, C, and D. The property which is a characteristic of an electrovalent compound. It is easily vaporized. It has high melting point. It is a weak electrolyte. It often exists as liquid. I very good. High melting point. Next one. When a metal becomes an ion, it loses electrons and is oxidized. It gains electrons and is reduced. It gains electrons and is oxidized. And D, it loses electron and is reduced. क्या लग रहा है? Next one. Okay. Last but not the least. इसमें तुम्हारे को 30 mark.
yes.
Identify the correct equation either as oxidation or reduction. Oxygen plus 2 electrons becoming oxide ion. Reduction. Very good. Second, potassium oxidation. Then, huh? Third is reduction. Yes. Last question in this. Okay. The electrochemical series. This is very important. IC question. Answer it. और इसमें second chance नहीं मिलेगा.
Okay, sir.
इसमें दो ही option question. But हमारा पहला question क्या था?
हमारे डॉट्स से ज्यादा थे
ठीक है. मैं dots question इधर आगे draw करना पड़ेगा. Okay. Let me see.
Okay, sir.
This is the electrochemical series containing cations. The tendency of cations to get dash at the cathode increases or decreases. Sorry, oxidize or reduce at the cathode increases or decreases. Bolo. That's wrong answer. Can increase होगा, नीचे जाके तो reduction होगा because there is a copper ions will gain electrons and become copper. Sir, wrong. अगर wrong answer. Second. Now, okay. Yeah, listen. Again, I'm finding. The higher or lower. The higher or lower the concentration of iron in the solution, greater is the probability of that being discharged at the appropriate electrode.
Sir, higher. Sir, A start and then minus start though.
Okay, why explain why sodium chloride does not allow you can also win again if you remain silent, okay, and give correct answer. But look at इसमें आ गया ना. Again they can give the answer. Now see, explain why solid sodium chloride does not contain electricity. Allow the electricity to pass through it. क्या option बचा है? If you are not able to give the answer, it will be going that side and you will get minus 10.
Sir, no, it cannot represent.
चलो बोलो कुछ आंसर आपको उन्होंने आंसर कुछ नहीं.
Sir, because no electron were there.
Wrong answer. वो भी wrong.
मैंने क्या लिखा? Sir, minus one. Sir, minus
So next, the answer is they don't have free ions.
अरे सही तो बोला
Okay.
फिर सही तो बोला।
Electrons. Compound X consists of molecules. Compound X consists of molecules. Choose the letter corresponding to the correct answer from the choices A, B, C, and D. The type of bonding in X will be what?
Molecular.
Molecular, yes. There. X is likely to have low melting and high boiling.
Molecular covalent एक होता है।
Either
Molecular.
molecular, covalent bond molecule.
दोनों same
Actually, उसमें दोनों आंसर राइट, molecular and covalent.
है। सर दोनों same
क्यों मतलब है? नहीं, क्यों? Because some question covalent molecular becomes what is covalent bond? X is likely to have. Yes. अभी भी कुछ in the liquid state X will become what? Acid dissolves in water to explain why carbon tetrachloride does not dissolve in water.
It does not produce iron.
But what is the reason?
Covalent. It is a
Covalent, yes. Okay. Next one. Element Q and S. Now, इसमें एक थोड़ा twist है. Last question will be asked to this side. Okay, why? Equalize करने के लिए last 11th question इन लोगों के पास आएगा. Let me see whether it's tie up or what. They are, you know, going to element Q and S. Next, एक मिनट. Third and fourth. 2020. Q and S react together to form ionic compounds under normal condition. Which physical state of the compound? Q and S, can they be both metals? Justify. Can Q and S? No, why? Justify the answer. अगर वो आंसर दे पाए तो तुमको 20 मिलेगा, नहीं तो 10 बोलो. Yes. Electron. Question. Electrons are getting added to element Y. Is Y getting oxidized or reduced? Okay, इसका 20 points है. अगर तो 20 points. नहीं इसने आंसर नहीं दिया
10-15 का
wait एक मिनट 20 5 5 ऐसा करके
exactly.
those who have not given you have given the answer anybody who has not given the answer ये उन्होंने दिया reduced why is getting reduced
Because it changed.
yes next one what charge will y have after the addition of electron देखो 50 हो गया अब इसमें क्या है एक क्वेश्चन 5 मार्क है एक क्वेश्चन 10 ओके what charge y will have after the addition of
Negative charge.
those who have given the answer will not- Huh? Negative. कोई बताएगा तो
हो गया सर
he will give that which electrode will y migrate during the process of electrolysis bolo last bench who will tell and now we move towards cathode yes
सर कैथोड बोला ही नहीं इसलिए
We are starting the new topic, analytical chemistry, because this topic, board question. Yeah, boys, listen. Electron dot diagram, you will, once you complete, then we'll discuss out. Okay? सब equalize हो गया, अब जितना हार का कुछ ये नहीं. Last man, come here. सीधे बाहर जाओ, आराम करो. हाँ? Please settle down. Okay? चलो बैठ जाओ आराम से. Break is over. Water bottle, please give it to him. दे दो उसको water bottle, पानी पीने का. Okay, now this topic is fourth topic. Today we'll try to cover up this topic in this lecture itself, because ये topic एक ही 2 पेज का है, कुछ 2 या 3 पेज का. Okay, and we'll try to cover up this topic. Now, what is analytical chemistry? Now, analytical chemistry means, suppose if you say, sir, I'm dealing with analytical chemistry, or I want to analyze this particular marker, means what? You're trying to understand the composition of this marker, what it contains. Yeah, listen. What it contains, which elements are present, or which ions. Normally, analytical chemistry not only comes for covalent compounds, but also ionic compounds. But in your syllabus, we are having ionic compounds and a salt analysis. Now, which salts, for example, ions we can actually detect. Calcium ions, magnesium ions, okay. Likewise, for example, let us say ferrous ion, ferric ion. Now, some ions are colored, some ions are colorless. Means some salts are colored and some salts are colorless. So that means with the help of that characteristic color itself, we can identify the type of salt which is, or the the type of ion which is present. Okay. So when we try to analyze that particular salt through, let us say, for example, not just by, of course, by noting down some characteristic color, it is like a physical kind of, for example, observation. But when we try to do analysis, core kind of analysis, then we have to do studies like chemical reactions. So chemical reaction के लिए कुछ reagents चाहिए जो उससे react करेगा. So the reagents which are used in this chapter, okay, the chemical reagents. What are reagents? Reagents are substances which actually take part in that chemical reaction, or which react with these salts, cations or anions, and finally give some kind of characteristic test. Okay, and those reagents which you are using in this chapter is NaOH, yeah, NH4OH, because these reagents, they give characteristic test with these ions. Clear? Now, suppose if I want to analyze whether this salt, suppose there is a salt basically, okay, is containing cations or anions. What is it?
Sir, can I just go for 10 minutes? Like,
okay, cations or anions, okay, ये NaOH के साथ react करेंगे and you will get some characteristic colored kind of, for example, precipitate, and we come to know that yes, look, this is the salt or cations present. But how much amount of cations or anions is present? What is the quantity of that cations or anions? Then that is called quantitative analysis. When we try to understand the chemical reaction through quality means through chemical reactions or properties of that particular cations, then it is called qualitative analysis. Clear? Qualitative analysis means what? Suppose a person is having some kind of infection, okay, in the body. So what he does, he gives a blood test to the to the pathological department. Clear? And they want to know what kind of infection is there. So they analyze the blood sample. So the given sample is tested not only for the amount, the kind of particles which are present in that blood, which are infectious. Secondly, how much quantity of those ions are present, which are creating this huge infection. Okay, let us say, for example, the fever is not coming down at all. What is the reason? How much quantity of that infection has spread out in our system? That is quantitative aspect, basically. Okay, so how much means quantitative? What are the what are the important ions present in that particular salt? Is qualitative analysis. Okay, so this is the both thing which we are going to discuss. Okay, now the first thing which we are going to discuss is over here that analytical chemistry basically deals with identification, separation of unknown substances. Okay, likewise the chemical composition of any अब ये marker में क्या chemical composition है उसका analysis करें, right? Like celebrities, for example, like let us say for example the chef of the 5-star hotel, when they actually try to see the food when after making, then they how they actually analyze. First they take the smell of the food. Now the smell of those, for example, the spices will tell us, you have added X, Y, Z spices over. Okay. Likewise, how much quantity of the spices have to be added depending upon how many people are actually are going to have that lunch or dinner. So accordingly, they will have had the amount of salt, amount of spices, amount of rice, amount of dal. So again, that is analysis basically. Clear? So what is the idea over there? But when we are talking about the quantity of rice which is to be made, is nothing but quantitative analysis. उसमें कितना spices पड़ेगा, क्या पड़ेगा, वो सब वो भी analytical part है. So there is a branch of chemistry which is called as analytical chemistry. We are going to see that. Clear? Likewise, for example, you like for example, if a person wants to remain fit, okay, so we actually measure his body mass index. What is this body mass index?
Like
BMI. राइट तो बीएमआई का मतलब है बॉडी मास इंडेक्स यानी बॉडी आपका कितना फैटी है या लेस फैटी है ओके हाउ टू एक्चुअली व्हाट फाइंड आउट so there is a test given over there, so accordingly that also is coming in analytical chemistry base. So let us see, for example, the first page which has been given over there. Okay, Gauri will read out the introduction part, clear, which is given in this particular book. So page number 82. Chalo, 82. All of you remove the page number 82. Come on, first. हाँ, analysis. हाँ, बोलिए. हाँ. एक मिनट. Last bench. Are you with me? हाँ, चलिए. हाँ. या पेज नंबर क्या है? 82. ओके, चलो नम्या पढ़िए, फिर से पढ़िए वो पार्ट. शी हैज रेड दैट. हाँ, रीड आउट पेज नंबर 82. फर्स्ट इंट्रोडक्शन. हाँ हाँ. Composition. Okay, in terms of percentage. आगे पढ़िए. Yes, by chemical test we have to analyze it. Just by looking, sir. By looking at it, we are doing analytical chemistry. Okay. Like by looking up at the person, the doctor cannot say, "Ha, this much amount of fat is there in your body. This much amount of protein is there. Clear? Or this is deficient in your body." They do such a certain test. Come on. Then next one. Yes. Yes. Sodium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. Chaliye, boliye. Then. Yes, underline that because they give characteristic tests with these salts. That's why we are using them as reagents. Then next one. Quantitative. Qualitative means what is present, and quantitative, how much is that quantity of that material is present. Further. Yes, you will read the, what is it, the name of the ion, they will read the symbol. Come on, you will read the symbol and she will read the color, sorry, the name of the ion. Follow. Ammonium ion. Uska formula या symbol क्या है? NH4 plus. Then K plus. Then पहले वो पढ़ेंगे. हाँ, चलो. Then बहुत ही अच्छा बोला तुमने. हाँ, M2 plus. Then let Eb2 plus. आगे बढ़िए. Colored ions, colored cations. बोलिए. प्लस. क्या कलर है? एक मिनट, ये ऐसा नहीं है. 3 कॉलम है ना उधर, तो 3 स्टूडेंट्स विल बी टेलिंग. ओके, तो नम्या यू विल टेल फर्स्ट. ठीक है, you will tell second and she will read the third one. ठीक है, चलो 1 2 3. This triangle will be followed. चलो. हाँ, cupric ion, blue color, very good. हाँ, light green color, dirty green भी बोल सकते. Then ferric ion, हाँ, Fe plus 3, reddish brown or yellowish brown. ठीक है. Nickel ion, light green. Okay, then Cr plus 3, green color. Then manganese ion, Mn plus 2, pink color. Okay, very good. Now Ranveer, next part, colorless, colorless anions padhiye. And then you will read, ek minute, you will read the symbol and you will read the name. Chalo. Chloride ion, Cl minus. Then sulfate ions, 2 minus. They are all colorless. Then carbonate. Yes. Sulfide ions. Yes. Sulfide, na? Sulfide. Tiger ka T. Or daddy ka D is, star. SO3. Then acetate ions, CH3CO minus. Then okay, colored ions. Now 3 students will be required. Okay, 1 you will read, second and third. Chalo, बोलिए. Permanganate ion minus. Color pink color. Then Dichromate ion, 2 minus, orange color. Then
CR4 2 minus.
yellow. Then now all of you, first column only you to write. उसका color, उसका symbol बिना देख के आपको लिखना है. First you write down. Write down. पूरा ये column है. इसमें symbol और color को छोड़ के आपको देख के सब लिखना है. Okay? Symbol and color जहां पे भी आएगा.
पेज नंबर बता दीजिए ना.
हाँ, 82 पेज नंबर 82. ठीक है. And then जो डार्क लेटर्स में लिखा है एनालिटिकल केमिस्ट्री, वो डेफिनेशन डायरेक्टली आपको कॉपी करना है बुक से. ठीक है. इसके लिखने के बाद सीधे आपको ये टेबल पे आना है. ठीक है. फिर लिखना है. ओके. बिना देख के आपको ये कलर और उसका है जहां कलर्ड है, कलरलेस तो डायरेक्टली सिंबल आपको लिखना. दैट्स ऑल. तो टेबल व्हिच हैज बीन गिवन ओवर हियर, डायरेक्ट ओनली वंस. At home you will do twice this particular part. Start. In the meantime, homework दिया. Okay. Okay, next week में homework दिया. Okay, next week का next week में करना. Nothing to worry. You are wasting your time. Tanveer, start कीजिए. Well, all of you. First, you copy down the title, analytical chemistry, okay? और उसमें reagent क्या है? NaOH, ठीक है? और उसके बाद, ठीक है? आपको क्या लिखना है? पूरा column बनाइए. And in the meantime, I'm not going to relax. I'm going to write these 14 reactions on the board so that we can discuss out this, and then proceed with the reactions. What are the बोलिए. Anyone who has not written a single word will be going out of the class. Last bench, पूरा लिखिए. First, you write the definition of analytical chemistry. Second, you will write, for example, those columns, except the color or sorry, the name of the ion, okay, color and the symbol you have to write without saying. Analysis, analytical chemistry first. Analysis. After completing, you start copying of this, and this particular part you have to use both the pages in this manner, side by side. ठीक है, अगर ये पेज वेकेंट जा रहा है छोड़ दीजिए उसको, क्योंकि इधर ये प्रैक्टिस सेम कर सकते हैं आप. ठीक है, हाँ, और इसके बाद आपको दोनों पेज, दिस साइड यू विल यूज सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, इज अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, साइड बाय साइड आपको लिखना. ठीक है, and after completing this whatever I am writing, okay, दोनों पेज साइड बाय साइड आपको यूज करना है. इफ इट इज वेकेंट नॉट वेकेंट, तो यू व्हाट विल डू, ये पेज छोड़ दीजिए. अगर सपोज लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल यू फिनिश ओवर हियर, this page is going vacant, the same thing you'll practice over here, clear as homework later on, and then both the pages should be vacant, side by side आपको ले, because just to have a good convenience of studying, it will be easier. ठीक है. बोलिए। हाँ, कलर एंड कलरलेस दोनों। कलरलेस नहीं, सिंबल ऑफ कलर्ड एंड कलरलेस, और जहां पे कलर्ड है उसका कलर भी लिखना है, कलरलेस का खाली सिंबल लिखना। कलरलेस एंड कलर्ड दोनों हो गया। हाँ, वो भी पूरा कैटायंस एनायंस सबका start copying down this. बोलिए। हाँ, पेज नंबर 83। हाँ, एमजी का नहीं दिया है, इसमें लिखना है। लिखा। चलो रिव्यू कम इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो नहीं कर रहे, कुछ भी लिख रहे, सुनना ही नहीं दे रहा। इधर करो। क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? हाँ, तो तुम्हारा नाम इधर आ जाओ, चलो तुम भी आ जाओ, कुछ नहीं लिख रहे हो। दिस इज द स्टेट ऑफ योर बुक माय फ्रेंड। हाँ, केमिस्ट्री खाली आपकी। ये क्या है? तुम कुछ नहीं है इधर की बुक। रुद्र कम कम, आई थिंक सो टू कॉल योर integration, derivation, GST, less than, greater than, सब तुम भी आ जाओ, यही तुम्हारा पेरेंट को बाद फोन कर देना। एक ही बुक है सर, चलो इधर हो। एक ही बुक में लिखे हैं और ये कुछ भी नहीं। बाहर है सर, एक्चुअली मुझे बताना भाई, तुम अभी हमारा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो। सुना एक बात नाउ, कुछ नहीं सुनाई दे रहा। जब बोर्ड एग्जाम का रिजल्ट आएगा सब सुनाई देगा। सर आई फेल्ड, यू नो दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग इज एक्चुअली व्हाट इज वेरी मच स्कैरी। एंड ये पॉइंट पे तुम अपना मैथ्स पे जैसे एक ही बुक बना के रख रहे हो, तो बड़ा एक स्कैरी काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन डेवलप। ठीक है, एक ही बुक है फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथ्स। नहीं नहीं, साइंस का एक ही बुक है। डिवाइड दैट बुक, मॉर्निंग आई एम गिविंग यू, ओके। मैथ्स का बुक उसमें लिखा, इट्स गोइंग टू बी टफ जॉब फॉर यू टू डिफरेंशिएट। डिवाइड करके, लेकिन साइंस का अलग, मैथ्स का अलग है। मैथ्स का अगर तुम वो बनाओ सेपरेटली, एक मिनट। Now, show me your book. फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री सेपरेट है कि नहीं? अकेले। दूसरा, तुम्हारा बुक किधर है? रणवीर, शो मी योर बुक। हाँ, मेरा पूरा केमिस्ट्री। क्या होगा? सेपरेट बुक्स आर रिक्वायर्ड। ये क्या है? कंटिन्यू। चलो दो, शो मी योर बुक। वेयर इज फिजिक्स? नहीं नहीं, तुम रखो, पहले कंप्लीट करो, कंप्लीट करो पहले। ऑल, हाँ, शो मी योर सेम बुक, सेम ऑर्डर में करना है। ये क्या है? पहला चैप्टर कहाँ है? पीरियोडिक टेबल। ये टाइटल लिखा ही नहीं तुमने, पीरियोडिक टेबल। पीरियोडिक टेबल चलो कंप्लीट करो, इसको अपडेट करके रखो। Should be complete. इसका एक ही बुक है, फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मैथ्स बायो। तुम्हारा
मैं सेकंड लेक्चर होमवर्क नहीं था पिछले। I can show you sir.
चलो जाओ,
सर पहला जो
नेक्स्ट टाइम करके लाओ। चलो
सर सेकंड लेक्चर है मेरा।
सेकंड लेक्चर में पूरा सब नो कंप्लीट करो पूरा, ठीक है ना। सेपरेटली बुक लिखो, नेक्स्ट तक वेट करते हैं। Yeah, Bilal, can't read. Relax. Hello. Let's come to this reaction over here. Okay, there are some reactions which are giving you the idea about analysis. Yeah, later on, not 2 times, 3 times. We have to work and we hey, one thing, we have to work continuously. We are ICSE board exam is actually much tougher in terms of, for example, the question reactions. So there are about 200 to 300 reactions, and you can see the sample over here. Okay, यहाँ पे 10 से 12 reactions already है इधर, and therefore यहाँ पे अगर तुम 3 बार practice नहीं करोगे, you will not be able to overcome these reactions. नहीं, 1 week का ही time मिलेगा, ठीक है? Now, continuously work. Now, we have to really work very hard. Okay, now listen to it carefully. We have to work on this. Action of sodium hydroxide on metallic salts, as well as sodium of what ammonium hydroxide on metallic salts. Listen to it carefully. But before that, we have to go for the solubility of salts. Remember, solubility chart. Here, this solubility chart is there in acidic base, acids, bases, and salts. तो उसको थोड़ा सा हम लोग ने पहले ले लिया, जिससे कि आपको बेसिक्स मालूम पड़े. All sodium, potassium, and ammonium salts are soluble in water. All nitrites and nitrates are soluble in water. All bicarbonates except potassium bicarbonate and sodium bicarbonate are insoluble. These two only insoluble, और दूसरे सब soluble. ये भी sparingly soluble, ये थोड़ा सा soluble रहते हैं. All sulfates are soluble except barium sulfate. ठीक है, silver sulfate. Chloride में mercurous chloride, lead chloride, silver chloride, they are insoluble. और दूसरे सब chloride इसके अलावा they are soluble. All sulfides are insoluble. यानी कोई भी ऐसा sulfide नहीं है जो soluble है as such. Then all sulfides are soluble. All sulfides are insoluble. कोई भी ऐसा सल्फाइड नहीं है जो soluble है, ठीक है? तो इधर सब डैश डालना, ऑक्साइड, फॉस्फेट, हाइड्रोक्साइड. So how to remember this? ठीक है? How to remember this? Okay, it's like for example sodium. We can remember this way: sodium, sweet; potassium, pretty; ammonium, alia. Sweet, pretty, alia said no, no. No, no, यानी okay. तो Bollywood studio company, chloride का company. So Sweet Pretty Alia said no, no to Bollywood studio company for films like Sanju, Savaria. Okay, then Chennai Express. Oh my God. Pushpa. What did highway? That means she said no, no to this, for example, okay. Sweet Pretty Alia said no, no to Bollywood studio company for films like Sanju, Savaria, Chennai Express. Oh my God, Pushpa. What did highway? Hydroxide का H, phosphate का Pushpa, oxide, oh my God, that is oxide O से start होता है, carbonate C, Chennai Express, S, Savaria और Sanju. यानी कोई भी films का नाम आप दे सकते हैं. We're starting with, but this particular thing, clear, etc. But what is important, this way you can remember that sentence for a short period of time. Clear? Now, इसमें कोई भी हाइड्रोक्साइड देखो, इधर ये हाइड्रोक्साइड है ना, सब इंसॉल्युबल है. ये देखो, look at this, lead hydroxide, okay, zinc hydroxide, सब हाइड्रोक्साइड इंसॉल्युबल. देखो, तो ये इससे आपको चार्ट से मालूम पड़ेगा. सर कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा which hydroxide is insoluble? All hydroxides are insoluble. Okay, remember, इधर लिखा है, चार्ट से देखना है, all hydroxide, कोई भी exception नहीं. There's no exception over here. Clear? So listen to it carefully. Here, understand this calcium nitrate. Okay? So now here the ions which are there in this particular salt are calcium ions. Now when calcium ions are reacted with what? Now look here, all the reagents. Now nobody will write. Listen to it carefully. Sab book mein diye, ek baar thoda ruko. Here all of them will react with what? Sodium ion. Look at this. Sodium hydro. Look at this. Okay? सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से जब कैल्शियम आयन रिएक्ट करता है, listen, okay, it gives you white ppt of calcium hydroxide with magnesium dull white ppt. तो आपको immediately मालूम पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा dullness रहेगा ppt में, तो magnesium आयन. अगर white ppt अपने normal like curd kind of ppt is there, means it is definitely calcium ions. Of course we are having further cross checking. Then अगर for example dirty green color रहेगा ferrous hydroxide. If it is reddish brown, then it is actually what? Ferric. If it is pale blue, I mean characteristic blue color, means copper ion. Okay? If it is gelatinous, gel type of precipitate you get, like just like hair gel. Okay? When you take hair gel, you find, for example, it's like crooked kind of, for example, what is a liquid in the solution, and that is nothing but gelatinous white PPT. And if it is chalky white, chalk ka color dikhai de raha hai, okay? That is lead ion. But now, how will you cross check again? You add excess of NaOH. When you add excess, ये जो कैल्शियम आयन हाइड्रोक्साइड में अगर और NaOH डाल दिया तो वो हाइड्रोक्साइड ही रहेगा, मींस देयर इज नो कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्मेशन. तो ये insoluble, magnesium insoluble, ferrous insoluble, ferric insoluble, copper insoluble, but zinc and lead, what they do, they get dissolved in NaOH and form a complex compound sodium zincate. But all sodium salts are soluble in water. यानी सोडियम का जो salts है zincate ion वो soluble. तो आपको क्या करे, ये जो gelatinous white पूरा dissolve हो जाएगा, and you find it's a colorless solution. Likewise for this chalky white PPT, that also get dissolved in excess of NaOH. Means there are two things. One is equivalent amount of NaOH and second is excess amount. Excess में आपको देखना है कि lead dissolve हो रहा है कि नहीं. तो आपको easily you can differentiate between calcium, magnesium and zinc and lead. यानी if they form soluble, that means magnesium and calcium are out of the analysis. Why? Because ये दो में present है. But now second, how will you cross check, sir? जिंक आयन है कि लेड है, उसके लिए क्या करना है, यू अगेन ट्रीट विद अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. लिसन टू इट केयरफुली, दिस पार्ट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. यानी यहाँ पे आई विल कनेक्ट व्हाई जिंक सल्फेट जब NH4OH से रिएक्ट करेगा, जिलेटिन व्हाइट PPT मिलेगा, बट अगेन यू ऐड एक्सेस ऑफ NH4OH, दिस विल गेट डिसॉल्व, बट लेड विल नॉट गेट डिसॉल्व. यानी आपको इमीडिएटली यहाँ मालूम पड़ेगा कि ये दोनों में डिसॉल्व हो रहा है, मींस एक जिंक आयन है, और अगर एक डिसॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है, मींस लेड इज आउट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर रेस, इट इज जिंक सॉल्ट, यानी जिंक आयन. Likewise, for example, copper sulfate, देखिए कॉपर कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा आपको, blue color is very much characteristic color, ठीक है. So this blue color of copper sulfate with ammonium hydroxide, you will get gelatinous white PPT, sorry, pale blue, but when you add excess of NH4OH, you get inky blue color, थोड़ा color deep हो जाएगा. Why? Because in place of that water, okay, or hydroxyl, you are having ammonia. So when you change that particular anion or maybe neutral molecules, the color changes, sort of deep, the color becomes deeper. In all the other cases, they are insoluble. यानी कोई भी इसका effect नहीं आएगा excess. Okay, the excess of NH4, you can easily understand that this is, they are not dissolving. First and most important, how you differentiate between calcium and magnesium. Second, with ammonium hydroxide, calcium का reaction होता ही नहीं. इट इज मैग्नीशियम का रिएक्शन हो रहा है, आपको दोनों जगह डल व्हाइट मिल रहा है, बट यहाँ पे आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कुछ रिएक्शन ही नहीं, नो PPT एट ऑल, कैल्शियम वैसे का वैसे ही सॉल्ट है. दैट मींस देन यू कैन से सर सेकंड टेस्ट ट्यूब में मैग्नीशियम है, फर्स्ट टेस्ट ट्यूब में कैल्शियम है. व्हाई? कैल्शियम इज नॉट रिएक्टिंग विद NH4. सो सपोज गिवन अ टेस्ट ट्यूब लाइक 5 to 6 टेस्ट ट्यूब्स आर गिवन, यू डू दिस टेस्ट विद सेम रिएजेंट, अब फिर एक्सेस डाल दो और फिर आपको डिफरेंशिएट करना पड़ेगा. So you will say, sir, one test tube is having reddish one color, means it is ferric. One test tube is having the dirty green color, means it is ferrous ion. So you can easily analyze that. This way you can analyze the various ions, remember, of the salt. ठीक है? लिखो. हाँ. Yes. ठीक है ना? All of you now you start writing with balancing. Now balancing एक एक करके आके इधर balancing देंगे. अगर आज नहीं हुआ टॉपिक, नथिंग टू वरी, नेक्स्ट टाइम विल डू इट. बट ये रिएक्शन सब आपको 2-2, 3-3 बार लिखना है. और कैसे लिखना है? बिकॉज सी वन कॉमननेस इज व्हाट, सब में सेम PPT. स्वीट प्रिटी आलिया said no to Bollywood studio company for films like Sanju, Savaria, Chennai Express. Oh my God, Pushpa, what did Highway? ये solubility chart आपको इससे रिलेट करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज ये this is there in acid, bases and salts, but इसको हम लोगों ने फॉरवर्ड में लिखे है.
सर कैमरा को थोड़ा राइट साइड कीजिए ना, पूरा नहीं.
Yes, why not?
वो वाला.
अच्छा कैमरा,
हाँ
सॉरी, हो गया.
सर.
दिख रहा है?
हाँ सर.
बस ज्यादा नहीं कर सकते, नहीं तो वो टूट जाएगी. ठीक है. हाँ हाँ, क्या वो कौन पीछे? चलो बाहर जाके बात करो. कौन बात कर रहे हैं? इधर आओ. Who is talking over there? कैमरा प्रेस मैडम को दिख रहा है.
अरे कैमरा से देख रही है.
हाँ, लास्ट वार्निंग आई एम गिविंग, कंप्लीटेड. कैमरा से दिख रहा है. पीछे क्या, सुनो, उधर कैमरा है, कैमरा पीछे, यू नो दैट. और सब कैमरा एक्टिव है, दे आर नॉट इनएक्टिव कैमरा. सब कैमरा एक्टिव है. तुम्हारा जिधर भी यहाँ पे टैप होगा, इमीडिएटली यू विल कम. सेंसर्स सब लगे हैं, जिधर भी बात होगा, ज्यादा मूवमेंट होगा तो आपको बाहर भेजा जाएगा. And then you will be an outstanding student. ठीक है ना? तो अभी एकदम पढ़ाई करो. आकांक्षा जी आपने लिखा, पूरा ध्यान दे के लिखिए। गुड। तुम्हारा फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायो, मैथ सब एक ही जगह पे चलेगा तो नहीं, मैथ्स भी उसमें दिखाई दिया। आई रेड इन फ्रंट ऑफ दिस योर फ्रेंड्स। हाँ, तो अभी अलग रखो सब एकदम। चिल्ड्रन बी सिस्टमैटिक, अभी सिस्टमैटिक कर दो, बिकॉज बोर्ड एग्जाम के आने के पहले ये यू हैव टू बी परफेक्ट, अदरवाइज व्हाट विल हैपन, इट विल बी अ मेसी काइंड ऑफ प्रोसेस। ये एक मेस हो जाएगा और तुम किधर घर पे क्यों नहीं, 3 बार लिखने के बाद। एक मिनट, अभी तक टॉपिक कंप्लीट कर, स्टिल टाइम। ये अभी तो एक ही बार लिखना है, बट इसके बाद और 10 रिएक्शंस आ रहे हैं इसके बाद, यानी हाँ 9 रिएक्शंस आएगा। हो गया ये? ऑल ऑफ यू शो मी। ये दोनों साइड आपको, एक साइड सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, दूसरे साइड अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, ठीक है? हाँ, और उसके नीचे प्रेसिपिटेट, उसका कलर लिखे। व्हाट इज द कलर ऑफ दिस? नहीं, दिस वन डर्टी ग्रे, रेडिश ब्राउन। सेम वे लिखा नहीं क्योंकि ऑलरेडी इधर लिख दिया था, बट सेम चीज वही, बिकॉज अगर ये कंपाउंड ये है तो वही, ठीक है? दिस फॉर यू, दिस इज पेल ब्लू। जो नया है वहां पे लिख दिया इंकी ब्लू, सॉल्युबल, कॉम्प्लेक्स, टेट्रा अमीन कॉपर सल्फेट, टेट्रा chalky white zinc lead hydroxide, that is insoluble. जहां डैश दिया means वो further no reaction, remains insoluble. My friend, आ जाओ, आ गया। अरे तो इधर बैठो, किधर you are blocking the board। हो गया तुम्हारा कंप्लीट। Sweet pretty Alia said no to Bollywood studio company. ठीक है? For films like Sanju, Savaria, Chennai Express, oh my God, Pushpa, but did Highway. Highway was a film what she got award for it. ठीक है? So Alia Bhatt is something which is, who is very sweet pretty Alia। क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Because उस sweet का मतलब यहाँ पे सोडियम, pretty का ये ना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल पोटेशियम, ओके, ठीक है ना? तो आलिया के जगह पे तुमको दूसरा कोई, फॉर एग्जाम्पल बॉलीवुड एक्ट्रेस लग रहा है कि वहां पे आ सकता है ए से, तो यू कैन राइट डाउन, नथिंग टू इट। हाँ, व्हाई नॉट, जो भी लिखना है, लेकिन मिस व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, यू कैन मेक योर ओन सेंटेंस, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल। This is just I made it so that you can remember. You can make your own sentence. A से, but लड़कियों का नाम ही आएगा, pretty लड़कियां। हैंडसम लिखना है तो फिर अपना बॉयज का। हाँ, तुम्हारे फ्रेंड का नाम लिखना है तो फ्रेंड का नाम लिख। You want to write your friend's name, वहां पे आज तक वो बॉयज में प्रिटी आएगा, और स्वीट नॉर्मली होते हैं स्वीट, लेकिन यू कैन राइट प्रिटी के जगह पे कुछ दूसरा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक। कौन सा? यू ओनली थिंक। हो गया? हो गया सबका?
Yes, sir.
ये हुआ, this side over, this side is over. ये वाला देखो लिखो देखो लिखो आराम से। लास्ट बेंच आ जाओ, इधर आओ, दोनों जन आ जाओ। बात, take your bag and straight go home because now it's time to talk. आ जाओ, both of you. Yeah, over. Very important part. Thank you, sir. Sorry. हो गया? सबका हो गया? हाँ? हो गया सबका? Children, write down and balance the reaction. Ranveer, balance कीजिए reaction. Let me see balancing part. Janvi, balance कीजिए reaction. पहला reaction क्या हो जाएगा? Reaction. Next one. First reaction is not taking place at all. Magnesium nitrate plus NH4OH will give you what? Magnesium hydroxide, that is 2 ammonium nitrate. Balance हुआ कि नहीं? Then यहाँ पे देखो 2 hydroxyl. यहाँ पे already balance. ठीक है? Then next one. This is 3OH. क्यों? इधर क्या हो जाएगा? चिल्ड्रन 3NH4OH बैलेंस नहीं है रिएक्शन. क्या रिएक्शन होगा? ये वाला थर्ड वाला रिएक्शन कैसे? फोर्थ वाला रिएक्शन इधर तो NH4, अरे NH4Cl वो सल्फेट नहीं. This you change as Cl. बोल सावरिया बोलिए. बराबर ना? कॉपर सल्फेट 2 बार आ रहा है क्या? हाँ? Okay, now listen to it carefully. Let us understand the reactions. Who's talking? Stand up. Second last. इधर आओ. आपका हो गया. Show me your book. हाँ? My friend, increase your speed because क्या होगा? इतना reactions. क्या हो रहा है? दिखा इधर पढ़ा लिखे इधर आ जाओ। बिलाल इस साइड आ जाओ। लेट उसको लिखने पीछे से उसको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा। पहले उस पे इधर आओ। बैठ बिलाल के बगल में बैठो। बैठो मजे से बैठो और लिखो। पढ़ाई करो। पढ़ाई या ऑल ऑफ यू हो गया। लास्ट बेंच सेकंड लास्ट हो गया। शो मी योर बुक। पूरा yeah, look at this. Gauri has written in a very nice manner. यहाँ पे आपको दोनों साइड ठीक है और यहाँ पे सॉलिबिलिटी ठीक है। सॉलिबिलिटी चार्ट नीचे सॉलिबिलिटी चार्ट ये साइड में लिखने से बिकॉज यहाँ पे आपको स्पेस नहीं मिला होगा तो नीचे लिख दीजिए बिकॉज नीचे जो स्पेस मिलेगा पेज में उस साइड आई गॉट अ स्पेस दैट्स फॉर अरे एसी चल रूल नंबर 1 फॉर एसी रूल नंबर 1 फॉर एसी इज व्हाट फैन शुड बी ऑफ रूल फर्स्ट रूल एसी का इफ यू डोंट नो द रूल्स ऑफ एसी में फैन चालू नहीं होने व्हाई बिकॉज फैन का जो हवा है बार बार उसको क्या करेगा एसी के ऊपर कंप्रेसर कंटिन्यूस रन करना पड़ेगा ओके और दूसरा बात क्या होगा वो गर्म हवा यानी फैन मोटर विल बिकम वार्म उसकी वजह से एसी को कंटिन्यूस रन करना पड़ेगा ओके और तुम्हारे को कोल्ड एयर नहीं मिलेगा तो इसीलिए कंप्रेसर कट ऑफ नहीं होगा इसीलिए बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है ठीक है हो गया सबका बॉटल इज कूलिंग इफेक्ट सबका ऑल ऑफ यू डन those who are not able to see mean from here they can see the textbook and go ahead. Virav Dalal has given this magnesium का सिर्फ एक additional चीज दी है go okay done all of you कर लिया आपने वाह she is having problem लेफ्ट से चालू करो लेफ्ट से लिखना आप लेफ्ट से शुरू करो राइट क्यों लेफ्ट से शुरू कीजिए हाँ अभी से आज आज काल करे सो आज करे सो पल में प्रलय हो देख कबीरा रो ओके नाउ लेट अस कम टू 6 reactions over here कौन सा ये वाला पेल ब्लू insoluble short form of insoluble आइयो insol हाँ बुक कंप्लीट किया शो में द बुक माय फ्रेंड तुम्हारा बहुत मूवमेंट ज्यादा हो रहा है पढ़ाई लिखाई एक तरफ और मूवमेंट ज्यादा हो रहा है क्लास में ठीक है ना पढ़ाई लिखाई 22.5 हो रहे हैं और इधर तुम्हारे को पढ़ाई बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट करता है आई एम वेरी मच वरीड अबाउट यू ये क्या है ये NaOH है
सर ये वाला
और NH4OH राइट बुक रखो रुद्र स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन इट आई एम वेरी मच वरीड अबाउट यू आ जाओ जाओ वॉशरूम तो जाना ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि उसमें तुम्हारे को रिलैक्सेशन मिलेगी ठीक है या ये वाला ये बिलो सल्फाइड है कितने कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट CO3 माइनस कैल्शियम कैसे आएगा नेगेटिव आयन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड नेगेटिव कोबाल्ट ने कार्बोनेट ऑक्साइड फॉस्फेट हाइड्रोक्स अरे इट्स गिवन इन द विराव दलाल सेम सॉल्युबिलिटी चार्ट वही कॉपी किया मैंने लिया है बट स्टेटमेंट वहां पे नहीं दिए लिखा आपने लिख लिया सबने ऑल ऑफ यू कंप्लीटेड रणवीर डन ऑल हो गया आपका नंबरिंग तुम नोटबुक निकालो नोटबुक टेक्स्ट बुक निकालो टेक्स्ट बुक में सब आंसर दिया चलो This part is over, all of you. ये हो गया कि नहीं? Okay, okay. Yes. बस बराबर है. Yeah, please write down this reaction. What click करो. This part is over. Over ना first page. ये वाला ये इतना तक हो गया. हो गया कि नहीं? Very slow. Show me your book. इतना कुछ नहीं लिख रहे. फ्रैक्चर भी नहीं. इनका हाथ फ्रैक्चर है. Still she is writing. Look at left hand. Right.
सॉल्युबल में ALN ऑल है क्या?
All. इधर
आपने जो लिखा है.
अरे टेक्स्ट बुक ओपन करो. पूरा दिया है उसको कॉपी करो. किधर है? पेज नंबर 82. माय फ्रेंड बैठ को आराम से लिखो. हाँ पेज नंबर ये देखो. ये लिखा है पूरा. ये लिखना है और इसके पीछे ये वाला. बस इधर से कॉपी करो. ठीक है. सिर्फ मैक है. हाँ ये Last work complete. Yeah, completed. We will not be able to wait for such a long time. We have to be faster. 3 times, yes. Completed, completed. Complete करना है next. Just a moment. Let me write last reaction. Last set of reaction. Yeah, who's that? Come here, write. Otherwise, it will be late. Now, please pay attention over here. Let us see this reaction over here. Now, what is important? Metals are famous to react with acids. Okay? But here, metals, there are certain metals which are actually what not only reacting with acids, but also react with base. Now, metals like 3 metals है जो unique है. One is zinc, okay, transition element का. Aluminium, which is a normal element, or lead also a normal element. But they have a tendency to not only react with acid, but also base. Just like, okay, frog is an amphibian animal, lives on land as well as water. But a man cannot live, in water because that man is a terrestrial kind of animal. Whereas fish can live in aquatic life, but have an aquatic life throughout. If they are taken out of water, they actually cannot survive. That means there are certain aquatic lives, certain terrestrial life, but there are certain animals which can live on land as well as water. For example, frog, crocodile, turtle, etc. Now these animals are having both the, for example, like just like bat. Bat comes in bird as well as, for example, let us say mammal. So I mean normally it is a mammal. Why? Because it gives birth to young ones. Okay, but basically वो bird जैसा fly कर रहे हैं, इसलिए उसको bird में category में भी actually like it's a dual kind of characteristic. Okay, so likewise over here, lead, aluminium, zinc, these are called amphoteric metals. उस लोग का compound क्या बोलते हैं? Amphoteric oxide या amphoteric compounds. So that means the metals or their oxides or their hydroxides, okay, when they react with not only acids but also bases. Now यहाँ पे तुमको सिर्फ bases का, why? Because we have shown the reagent used in this chapter is NaOH or NH4OH. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे ये metals क्या करते हैं? Strong alkali like sodium hydroxide से react करते हैं. And what they give you? Zinc reacts with sodium hydroxide to give you what? Sodium zincate. Aluminium, sodium aluminate, and sodium plumbite. Plus hydrogen gas is released. Now, how will you test hydrogen gas? Hydrogen gas, you bring it near the flame, it gives you a pop sound over there. Plus, it gives you a bluish color. Okay, pale blue color. Okay, और इससे कैसे pass करेंगे? For example, you pass through a soap solution, soap का bubbles form होगा hydrogen का, और जैसे तुम flame के नजदीक लाओगे, because of kinetic energy, bubbles जब फटेगा, okay, और gas when it comes out, it gives you a pop sound. Clear? And sometimes the concentration of hydrogen is so large that a flame blue color आपको दिखाई देगा थोड़ी देर के लिए. I mean, just a fraction of a second we can say. So blue flame and pop sound indicates hydrogen gas is coming out. Okay? So remember, so ये hydrogen को निकाल देता है और सिर्फ सोडियम और ऑक्सीजन से कंबाइन करता है. उसका जिगरी दोस्त हाइड्रोजन निकल जाता है. ठीक है? ये मेटल्स क्या करते हैं? हाइड्रोजन को रिप्लेस करते हैं. भाई कहो ना कार मिलेगी, ऑल्टो जेन फरारी, पब्लिक है क्यूरियस. नाउ है मींस हाइड्रोजन सबसे नीचे है, लेड उसके ऊपर है थोड़ा सा, फिर भी वो उसको डिस्प्लेस कर दे. You can see hydrogen is missing in all the three. Remember, because hydrogen कोई displace करने का capacity metals are having. So metals सिर्फ hydrogen को displace कर सकते, oxygen को not, they cannot. Okay, because strong bonding is there with the metal and oxygen. Okay, same way here. Here, this is zinc oxide plus NaOH. What you'll get? Sodium zincate plus Bilal. क्या आंसर मिलेगा? This H and this oxygen will combine to give you what? Water. This Al2O3, NaAlO2, sodium aluminate and water. And here, sodium plumbite, Na2PbO2 plus water. Now what is this? This is water. This is salt. This is base. That means they are acting as acids. Why? एक acid ही base को neutralize कर सकता है. ये third chapter में देखेंगे. एक base और acid, अगर ये salt है, ये water है, ये base है, तो ये acid ही होगा. You know, although they are basic, you know, metallic oxide, they should be basic in nature, but they are acting as acids over here. You know, एक oxides can act as basic as well as acidic. So in front of the strong bases, these oxides are behaving as acids, right? और यहाँ पे देखो, ये क्या है? Salt, water, base और acid. Now this time, what are acids? Acids give H plus ion, but दिखने में ये bases लग रहे हैं. क्यों? इन लोगों के पास hydroxyl ion. But in front of the strong base, they show acidic behavior. They give H plus ions over there. We are going to see that concept later on. ये दिखने में OH दिख रहे हैं. दोनों, sir, you will say, sir, दोनों base ही दिख रहे हैं, but they are not base. One is acting as acid. Or how will you come to know? We know very well sodium hydroxide and this thing, potassium hydroxide, strong bases. अगर ये base है, ये salt है, ये water, तो ये इन लोग acids ही होंगे. Because दो acids अपने आप को नहीं काट सकते. Means reaction नहीं हो सकती. Right now, 9 reactions are there. Metals, metal oxides, and metal hydroxides. Huh? Balance the reaction. हो गया? सब लोग लिखा, balance करो reaction को. Now all of you, last part for this today, not the reaction, but very important part is the questions based on this topic in this particular board syllabus. Okay, previous years board questions, 3 questions है वहां पे, ठीक है? 3 question means 2020-21. Okay, page number कौन सा page number है? हाँ, सब लोग को सबमिट करके जाना है पेपर पे. ओके, अभी ये बोर्ड क्वेश्चंस जो है ना, अभी इसका ये चैप्टर का 2021, ठीक है, 2019, 18 और 17. ओके, ये क्वेश्चंस को आपको आंसर देना है. एंड देन आकांक्षा, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. क्या हुआ? हाँ, अभी लिख के आपको. नाउ फर्स्ट बैलेंस द रिएक्शन, ऑल ऑफ यू. Yes. Okay. 5. Okay. Only 2 answers only you write, not all of them. 2 answers, 2020-21 and 2019-18. Bas. Chalo. Right now. पेज नंबर कौन सा पेज नंबर है उसमें? 86. हाँ, पेपर सबमिट करना है काउंटर पे. अरे ये जो अभी तुम लिखोगे, अभी 2020-21 and 2019-18 बस. दो पेजेस निकालो, लिखो भाई. हाँ, वो लिखो. Children, एक मिनट. We are having many reactions यहाँ पे. Chapters में थोड़ा don't be slow because you can see large number of reactions are there. So you have to cooperate with me. So increase your speed. Otherwise, you will be in the receiving end. तुम लोग को receiving end होगा. मुझे कुछ. हाँ? I think so. Time has come where you have to be serious. Pick up. Your reaction. हाँ. हाथ दुख रहा है क्या? You are able to write. Relax करो. Don't. Balance. Reaction balance करो. Action of metals or metal oxides react or metal hydroxides. 2021. हाँ हाँ last bench. हाँ गौरी आपने बैलेंस किया रिएक्शन को. क्या बैलेंसिंग है फर्स्ट वाले का? हाँ हाँ बैलेंस ना. कौन सा ड्रॉप वाइज? कौन सा ड्रॉप? आफ्टर एडिशन ना. किधर है? किधर? एक्सेस. अरे हम लोग ड्रॉप वाइज किधर यूज कर रहे हैं? एक्सेस सेकंड में तो एक्सेस यूज. ये जो नहीं रिएक्ट करेगा तो नहीं रिएक्ट करेगा. ठीक है. फेरस क्लोराइड वही है, सेम है. फेरस सल्फेट, फेरिक सल्फेट सेम. खाली कलर सेम रहेगा. फेरिक only anion will be different. Ferrous sulfate will give dirty green color of ferrous hydroxide and ferric sulfate will give you reddish brown. बस इतना ही लिखना. रिएक्शन तो लिखना नहीं है, खाली आपको ये लिख. हाँ बस एक मिनट बोलिए. क्या नहीं दिख रहा है? Good. Now all of you, इधर देना है मुझे. नाम लिखो अपना. CBSE, ICSE खारगर. सॉरी पीछे क्यों लिखा? अभी पेपर पे लिख के दो. I told you ना, पेजेस निकाल के अपना लिखो. राइट योर नेम, खारगर, टुडेज डेट लिखो मजे से. 5 तारीख है. Ah, wait, sit down. Yeah, last bench, collect from this side. ये क्या है? नाम नहीं लिखा है तुमने. Just collect from. collect करो. किधर जा रहे हो? बैठो, 5 मिनट है. अरे my friend, put your head down, relax for some time. One meditation exercise will do, okay, wherein we'll try to see. Please pack up all of you. Last 5 minutes after completing. दिमाग खराब हो जाए केमिस्ट्री, बहुत सारे रिएक्शंस, फॉर्मूले, हालत खराब हो जाए. मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स, पूरा तुम्हारा दिमाग बाय हार्ट करो, 5-5 बार लिखो. हाँ हाँ बोलो. 72 out of very good. अच्छा, great. Okay, so this way you have to work continuously. चलो next. क्यों? फॉर्मूला नहीं, पूरा रिएक्शन लिखना है. Sit down. किधर जा रहे हो? बैठो, 2 मिनट है. Now. Sit down, all of you. Let them complete. Completed. One and a half minutes. Yeah, pack up all of you. Put your bags, belongings and other things, compass box, pouches, सब अंदर रख लो. ये who's this? नाम नहीं लिखा है. बिलाल, तुमने नीचे नाम लिखा है. My friend, ऊपर नाम लिखना पड़ेगा ना, देखने में इजी रहेगा. Who's this? ये किसका है? अर्चित, तुमने भी सेम किया है. इधर ऊपर लिखा, पीछे ऊपर लिखने का, पीछे मत लिखो. टाइम हो गया. यस, ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच. चलो आराम से जाओ.